So admitted. Okay, so can you explain to the court who are the two parties that are listed?
Angel Patrick and Edward Clack.
And who is the petitioner and who is the respondent?
Angel Patrick is the petitioner in the case. Edward Clack is the respondent.
And what does it mean to be the petitioner and the respondent?
The petitioner is the one initially filing for the protection in the petition and seeking protection. The respondent is the person they are filing against and seeking protection from.
And is this a no-contact order that you're looking at?
Yes.
And what are the terms of this order? Can you kind of go through all the individual specifications?
Yes. That the respondent, that the above-named respondent, which would be Edward Clack, be restrained from committing any further acts of violence and abuse.
First of all, I didn't commit any acts of violence. I want to make that known. I was attacked in an incident of reverse domestic violence, and that's a situation where a woman attacks a man. So that's the situation. So I never committed a crime. So let's get that out the way, okay? So that little first specification that he named right there, I didn't violate the law to begin with. So it doesn't apply to me. It does not apply to me.
That they be restrained from any contact with the petitioner, plaintiff, or other protected persons named in this order. States that the additional terms are on the next page, which include that the above-named respondent be restrained from any communication with the above-named petitioner and all other protected persons by this order, that the above-named respondent remain at all times and places at least 500 feet, not to exceed 500, away from petitioner and all other persons protected by this order, and that the petitioner, having established specific demonstrable danger, the above-named respondent be restrained from going to or within the distance specified of the locations described below. And shall I read off the locations as well?
Yes, please.
Okay, I'm pausing it right here because this is where the deception begins with the state. All right? All right. He's going to name out these locations right here. Medical Center East, Kentucky 1, Louisville, Kentucky 40207. Distance of 500 feet. He's going to call out 3120 Faywood Way, Louisville, Kentucky 40215, 500 feet. 2218 Thistledown Drive, Louisville, Kentucky 40216, 500 feet. Okay? Now, this woman has already been asked to leave the home because of her behavior, because she doesn't know how to act and she can't help it. She's on drugs. Like, she's supposed to be on drugs. She's not medicated. So we're going to go back to this right here. Just to reiterate that she was asked to leave the home, okay?
So, what started everything?
I came to him and I said, can we talk? Because he pays rent? No, he does not pay the rent. He hasn't paid rent in years. And then he gave me... Well, he's saying you ain't pay here because you paid. He doesn't pay anything. He never gave me...
So I asked her to leave. Alright, so we're going to go back to this right here because this is important. And this is how I got screwed over because the jury was not told this specific information. But we're going to get into this.
Medical Center East, Kentucky 1 Health, Louisville, Kentucky 40207.
Okay, that's Medical Center East. I just showed you that. Okay, just to double back. Medical Center East, Kentucky 1, Louisville, Kentucky 40207, 500 feet. Alright, now we're going to go to this right here. This is the Google Earth, okay? Alright, this is Medical Center right here. Alright, we're going to go here. This is what this building looks like, okay? It is a professional facility. It is a hospital, okay? So we want to make that known. I wasn't at this location, okay? I was not at this location. In fact, well, we'll do the distances later because that's a little petty. I really want to go into directions and everything, but that's a little petty. But I'm going to leave it alone. But I just want you to understand what's going on.
3120 Faywood Way, Louisville, Kentucky.
Okay. 3120 Faywood Way. It's right here, right? 500 feet. Okay. I wasn't at this location either. We'll go to Google. Alright. This is 3120 Faywood Way, okay? And I'm going to blow up the street view of the home here. Because I want you to understand that I was not at this location. Okay? Alright. So, that's 3120 Faywood Way, okay? Alright, that's what that address looks like, okay? This is what it looks like, YouTube. I wasn't at this location. Alright? So we have two addresses that I wasn't at. Alright? And again, just so you can see, that's 3120 Faywood Way. I'll get into like the other stuff later, but I don't really feel like there's a need. 500 feet is 500 feet. And we could say that the address that I was arrested at doesn't look like Medical Center East or 3120 Faywood Way, okay? So I think that's safe to say.
40215 and 2218 Thistledown Drive, Louisville, Kentucky 40216.
Okay, and this is the third and final address. So we can look at it again. I'll show you again. Alright, this is 2218 Thistledown Drive, Louisville, Kentucky 40216, 500 feet, okay? And I'm going to blow up the street view on that. And this does have a map with it. As you can see, the street I lived on, LaSalle, is nowhere near this if you look at this map right here. But I'm going to blow this picture up so we can see it, okay? Alright, this is 2218 Thistledown Way. It looks nothing like the address that I was arrested at. Nothing like it, okay? Alright, so just to go a little over. If you look at the house in the background on this video, this is the house I was arrested at. But I did a little better. I just gotta find the video, which is right here. Alright, this is the home I was arrested at for violating the DVO. It's my home. She was asked to leave, okay? I'm the only one who's supposed to be there. It wasn't supposed to be. I asked her to leave. That's why she had the moving van, because she was asked to move out. Alright. And I chose this video because it had like some good views of the home. Let me fast forward. So this doesn't even look like any of the other streets that I just showed you, right? So this is 4401 LaSalle. Doesn't look like any of those locations, okay? And on my Google Drive, this is the front door to that home, okay? I guess I gotta turn my laptop sideways, but this is the front door to my home. Alright, sorry, it's kind of hard to hold that, so I'll do one better. I'll stop being lazy. I should have did this at first, but I didn't, so I apologize. But 4401 LASA LaSalle Avenue, and you can see the. Alright, so this home right here, this is 4401 LaSalle Avenue. This is a address I was arrested at. We scroll over a little bit, we see my cable truck here, okay? So we know I've lived here for a long time. This is on Google Earth. We know I live here. And this is the house that I was not restricted from. I was not restrained from this address at all. The jury was not told this information, okay? The prosecution misled the jury, and it's wrong. It's unethical. So go back to pressing play on this guy.
Also that the above named respondent be restrained from disposing of or damaging any of the properties of the parties.
So we'll go back to he got set up by the prosecution.
3120 Faywood Way, Louisville, Kentucky 40215. Restrained from going to or within the distance specified of the locations described below. And shall I read off the locations as well?
Yes, please.
The Medical Center East Kentucky One Health, Louisville, Kentucky 40207. 3120 Faywood Way, Louisville, Kentucky 40215. And 2218 Thistledown Drive, Louisville, Kentucky 40216. Also that the above named respondent be restrained from disposing of or damaging any of the properties of the parties.
And how does this protective order come to be? Can you kind of explain the process a little bit?
Initially, a petitioner will come down to file for a statement for a protection order, filling out the forms. That is then submitted to a judge. At the point that it's submitted to the judge, they will determine whether to grant a protection order till the court date, whether to just grant a court date or sometimes to deny the case. In this circumstance, granting an order.
Okay. And so.
Okay, the order should not have been granted. Okay, it just shouldn't have. But I'm gonna make this part one. Because this is already almost like 18 minutes long. So this is going to be part one, okay? And this is part of my argument to overturn my conviction for DVO EPO violation. This is wickedness. Like, you don't mislead a jury like that. Like, the jury consisted of 6 people, 4 women, 2 men. 3 of those women were admitted victims of domestic violence. 3 women who were admitted victims of domestic violence found me not guilty of assault after I told them my side of the story. They would have found me not guilty as well if they would have known where I was arrested at. Because when a woman or anyone goes to file a restraining order, they say, hey, stay away from me. I'm going to be at this address, this address, this address, this address. 3 addresses. Don't come near any of them. I wasn't near any of them. I was at my home. And I wasn't even going to my home on purpose. I was going past my home to pick up a friend. But I'm going to make that part of the part 2 part. Because I want you guys to see this footage. And just because I'm on the subject, and I'm going a little longer than I wanted. Yeah, I'll just make that this next video. But you know, this stuff sucks, man. Again, this is the home I was arrested at, 4401 LaSalle Avenue. Okay. And this is horrible. And you know, I'm gonna go into this too.
In the hoodie that he was trying to.
So this is me getting pulled over,
He had
taking my
a
friend
screwdriver
home.
in his sweatshirt.
Let me see how far back they got me. Okay. Okay, what's up? Alright, so this is me being arrested at 4401 LaSalle Avenue in my work truck, man. Like, all I'm doing is trying to work, like, trying to save money for my family. And this is the thanks I get, you know what I mean? Like, it's just pure wickedness, you know? Like, it's wrong. You don't see it right now, but I'm actually driving with my friend. She's already out of the vehicle. I'm not exactly sure when they begin questioning her. Oh, here she go. This is my friend. I picked her up from work. She works at Sally's Beauty Supply. So this is me picking up my friend. The jury wasn't shown this at all. I'm sorry, the video is a little messed up. So I'm gonna give this a little time so you can see my friend. So you know it wasn't nothing sinister. It wasn't me trying to do nothing bad. I was just doing my friend a favor.
You can walk. I had to go ahead and walk on down there, alright?
And
Down here, you can walk.
she lives on the same street as I do. She lived like 5 houses down. But she was in the car with me.
You can walk. I had to go ahead and walk on down there, alright?
And I'll show another video where they're asking her for her identification. And she's explaining that she lives down the street. And they made my friend walk home. And as you can see, that's her walking home in the distance. This is wrong, man. So I'm gonna get to it, but you know, it's just to prove my innocence. Because I am innocent. And I want this overturned.